That guy stole my freaking ratchet wrench. I see that. That's mine.
No stranger to drifting, no stranger to competition.
What do you mean? What? What's going on?
AC shirts.
What about AC shirts?
Tim is like a covered head to toe in signage.
That's free clothes.
He's a walking billboard.
I think he's getting money. I think he's getting a
wish.
kickback.
If I was, my car would be done faster.
You think so?
He's just a cheapo.
I'm not cheapo. I'm literally like broke.
That's rude. That's
I got-
offensive to all the HOs out there or HOEs.
I was gonna say, ooh, no, literally. I got a notification overdraft like an hour before my check, my paycheck went into my bank account.
Oh, really? Oh, geez.
So they still charge you for that? If it's that
Depends on
quick?
the bank.
I don't think so.
I think some of them change their policies regarding it, but
Hmm.
some of them have overdraft protection. But
I'm a draft dodger.
okay,
Dodging the overdraft protection.
okay, yeah. Please clarify because I'm a little confused. But where is this
Dodging
going?
that overdraft.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. So what's new, gentlemen? What's going on? Tim, what you been working on?
I started working back on the car again, trying to find things I could do that don't stuff that like I already have, parts I already have, trying to figure out how to save, work on the car without spending much money.
Oh, that's difficult.
Yeah. But I had steel, so I was able to mount my pedal set. So I got the pedal set mounted because the seat's so far back. That's where the stock gas pedal and everything is. I can't even come. It would be good for Paul, but it won't work for me.
Right.
So I have a floor mount pedal set, Willwood pedal set that has the clutch, the brake, and the gas pedal. So I welded in the bracket. Had to make a bracket, welded it in, tapped it so I can unscrew it and screw it in. Looks pretty good. Painted it and everything. Did that, and then I worked on the engine too. So I started putting the valve covers on with the new valve cover gaskets, cleaning it up, getting it ready for the Yaris coil packs. So I'm gonna try to pick those up this weekend, put those on.
Ah, okay.
Yaris hit the yard not that long ago.
Yeah, but I need 2 Yarises.
Yeah, like, there's like 2 Yarises there.
Oh, so I'm gonna have to go check out the Jaris is at the Jard. Sorry.
That's all right.
So that's about it. That and working. I was up in Gainesville. I saw some pretty cool cars today on the way back. I saw a Supra, like an olive.
Gainesville.
drab.
That's where Dan Burkett is now.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
I should have
call him
because I
up.
actually went downtown Gainesville and ate dinner, and then I
Oh, yeah.
went downtown Gainesville. They had like right next to where I ate dinner. They had this it's called arcade bar, and it's all like old school arcade games like Dig Dug and
Oh yeah.
Turtles in Time and all these pinball machines. And then you'd have to sell ciders and stuff. So you go in there, you play some games, drink a couple ciders, and
Oh wow.
yeah, so that's pretty cool. They had one of those in Oklahoma City too. That was pretty. I guess it's a thing. It's starting to become a thing where like you just open up a bar, and you just have all these really old games, and you go there and you play old games like they had Skeet Ball.
Well, oh really? Oh.
Yeah, like old games like
There's a place.
Galaga, Pac-Man.
There's a
stuff like
place called Glitch Bar in Fort Lauderdale, where it has a bunch of arcade games.
that. Oh, it's probably the same thing.
But then they also have like a Nintendo 64 setup,
Right.
with Mario Kart.
Right?
and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
So yeah, very similar thing. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they have
They
one
do
for
some-
Lauderdale.
yeah, we should do it sometime. Really, it's pretty fun.
That's a plan. We should do that. That would be fun.
Ben and alcohol.
Ben
Well,
and well,
but let's-
they have
let's not bring that
non-alcoholic beverages. Anyhow, so what have you been up to?
Nothing really. I mean, I did find out what was wrong with my car. So,
Oh,
so I bought one of those little Amazon
code readers.
Yeah,
Okay.
OBD2 code readers. But I plugged it in right away, and it wasn't reading anything. It's like no power on the OBD2 port.
Yeah, I
I'm like,
remember you told me
that can't be possible. So I'm like, well, let me plug it into my RAM, my truck, and see if it works. Boom, it works fine. I'm like, shoot, the OBD2 port doesn't work. I kind of had a suspicion when the OBD2 port was not in the holder that it was supposed to be in.
Okay.
Oh, you probably kicked it.
No,
Nah,
it
you
was
probably
somebody
kicked it
else.
with your big feet.
But no. Listen. So
Why can't this car slide? And then they're like kicking everything on the floorboard. It's like, damn it!
well, I started looking around and started like looking through the the electrical diagrams in the car and try to figure out what's missing. So I go through all the fuses on the kick panel, on the driver's side. Nothing there. I did fix some of the fuses though, because some of the fuses were like not the low pro fuses, so I put all the low pro fuses in.
Okay.
So it made that nicer. And then I finally found out what it was. Is there is a fuse completely missing for the diagnostics
Okay.
in the engine bay. So I found that. I put it in there, and boom, I had power to my
OBD.
OBD2. Why it was missing? Don't know.
So now that you put the OBD, you got power to the OBD scanner. You found out what the problem is.
Yeah. So the problem was, well, at least what it says. It says the problem is bank 2 exhaust cam sensor, which usually, from what I hear, the big issues is exhaust cam sensors
Okay.
going out. So,
Very
like, I think Juan's G35, the only problem with it was the exhaust cam sensor. So it's really easy. It's just, well, it's not really easy. It's easy to do if you can get to it, but it's in the back of the motor.
Oh,
So you have to unbolt it, unplug it, pull it off, put a new one in there, and bolt it back.
Okay. So if you can't get your big gorilla hands back there, let me know.
I can't fit my gorilla hands back there.
And then maybe I can get my
What hands?
my
Gorilla hands.
yeah. He's got gorilla hands, and I got like chimpanzee hands.
Yeah, we need a little feminine hands. That's
Yeah.
what we need.
Gabby.
Gabby
Where's
J.
Gabby?
Where's Gabby J?
Gabby J with his little spider monkey
manly.
hands. He got spider monkey hands.
I can see a little spider monkey going like this. That's Gabby right there.
There you go.
I spent the afternoon with Gabby today.
You did?
Really?
Yeah, he came by to. You remember because we were talking about him becoming an estimator.
Oh.
So he came by and we hung out and we talked about
And you told him it was too late.
I told him I fired him already. So no.
You're
No,
hired and you're fired.
No, but he was telling me something interesting, and I don't know if you guys knew this. And like I was saying that if I would have known this last episode, this would have been a huge part of the episode.
Oh.
So
Is this the like what you didn't want to tell us before the show?
yeah,
Are we going into that already?
why not?
That's fine.
All right.
Okay, well we can start.
Okay.
It kind of goes over to the previous episode. So Matt Schulman's 240 used to be red
Okay.
when he first got it, and it was Freddie Jarp's car. He bought it
Really?
from Freddie Jarp.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, Ben didn't even know who Freddie Jarp was.
You don't remember
Yeah,
Freddie?
right.
You don't remember Freddie? Well, we knew him because he used to come to our house.
Right. Well,
He was close with Red and Dave, and he hung out with Fink,
Fink.
and all that sort of. He hung out with that crew,
right.
Bert and all them.
Well, once I spoke to Gabby, and once he told me who Freddie was and who he hung out with, then it started to kind of like
clicked.
put all the pieces together.
Mm.
And then I was like, oh, I have some history with him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna let
Right.
that one. We'll lay that one to
We'll let that
rest.
No, I mean it's not bad. It's just that it was one of those like unfortunate instances where I joke around
Mhm.
and the joke becomes a reality.
That's
And
a lot of what you. Yeah.
You spoke no. Never mind.
Wait,
Yeah, no, go ahead. So your joke became a reality.
right.
In what way? Describe it. So how does one joke and then it becomes a reality?
I'm trying to figure out.
So I'm going to give you an instance.
Okay.
When we were,
An example?
yes, an instance,
I
example.
don't know what an instance is.
An instance
think
of whatever.
what-
An example. Okay. You happy with the example? We use that.
Example. yeah,
Anyhow,
that
we
makes
were
sense.
at the U.S. Drift Circuit,
Yeah.
and Chris goes around, and I say, "Man, I hope he doesn't blow his motor this time."
Oh.
And he blows the motor.
Right.
Is it something like that?
It's something like that.
Oh, okay.
Exactly like
Hmm.
that.
Okay.
But this was sort of like brewing for a long time.
hmm
So you built up like pressure, and then it eventually happened.
Something like that.
You willed it.
You willed it.
You
To,
willed it to
to be
I didn't will anything.
interesting.
But the problem is that I do want to talk about it, but at the same time I don't
Yeah.
because the joke kind of ended up being a serious matter, and so I don't
yeah.
I don't want to
maybe we won't get into
divulge
the
all the
details, yeah.
details.
But either way,
Either way,
so he bought Freddie's car, and that's Freddie's car. Remember the car that he polished the engine bay?
Yeah, I
Remember sitting there watching him polish the engine bay?
Yeah, watching him buff and polish the engine bay. So it went to somebody that
that
still buffing
really
and polishing the engine bay.
That's hilarious. I just thought it was crazy. Like that car has been through so much. I mean,
Yeah. So
I don't know. I mean, Freddie put the 1J in there.
Yeah,
So
well,
that's
I
what it would put in there. No, that's what he did. And then he sold it.
Hmm.
So it's interesting.
yeah, it is. Wow. The
So,
more you
A
know.
little tidbit of information. Complete the rainbow circle.
The rainbow, yeah, the more you know.
Okay. There we go.
So I'll say, so another cool thing that that you found out. Do you want to talk about the red car?
Well, so I found Auntie's old car, and if anybody's watching, like Guillermo or anybody like that would know who Auntie is. I found his old car on Facebook Marketplace.
Don't go. I wouldn't give too many details. I want that to get snatched up.
I think it may get snatched up.
Oh,
'Cause
really?
I mean, it's
All
kind
right,
of
go
a,
ahead.
I mean, whatever happens, happens. But it's interesting to see it. So we found Auntie's car. It's on Facebook Marketplace. I messaged the guy. I said, is this for legit? What you want for it? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, can I come get it now? And he's like, no, I'm out of the country. I'm like, is this Auntie's car? And he's like, I don't know who that is. I inherited this from a friend. And I asked Ben, I said, I'm pretty sure this is Auntie's car. So send me some pictures of Auntie's car. And sure enough, yep, it's Auntie's car. Well, the giveaway was there's Turtec
sticker,
written across the side.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what really like, whoa, wait, no, I remember this car. I remember this car from back in the day. So it'd be cool to pick that car up. So on Monday, I'm going to see it. And
Possibly buy it if it's still
if it
around.
runs, I probably will buy it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't run, then it's like, oh shoot, would I really want another project?
Yeah, I know.
If it runs, then I can bear my conscience.
Yeah, at least you can say I bought a running
I say I bought it running.
E30 for
Yeah,
a good price.
yeah, and then I have the the extra titles and stuff for that. But anyways, it'd be cool to own a piece of a little bit of South Florida drifting history.
Yeah.
I mean, that one's not that notable of a car, but
No, it really wasn't. But it
it's-
was somebody that was beloved by the
yeah, and he's he's gone,
environment.
and it'd be cool to make like a memorial car out of just like the whole scene out of
Yeah.
it. That'd be cool. So
Yeah.
that's my kind of idea with it if it happens.
because he had that car for a while, from what I understand.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Well, what's kind of funny is that when I was like trying to find the photos, I was like, "Oh, this is his car," and I went and sent it over, and Paul was like, "I don't think this is a
No.
car we're
Yeah.
trying to figure out." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay, maybe," because I do remember, like
Yeah.
you mentioned, it was red at some point,
Yeah.
and I was confused by the timeline too, because the first photo that I sent, the car was black.
Well, that's a different car.
Yeah, but again, the timeline I was
Yeah.
a bit like confused about. I don't know if it was a different color, same car, or just swapped around. I
Yeah.
don't know if it was black or red or red and black. I don't know.
The
what.
fairgrounds events.
Yeah, I remember at the fairground event. He brought it out. You had yours out, and yours was turbo at the time. And he was like, he wanted to, kind of slide together at that point. He was pretty excited about the car, he seemed. Even though it looked like it was like a ship out to sail.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of body roll.
A lot of body roll.
Ahoy.
Yeah, a lot of body roll. So it'd just be interesting to have that car and then build it again. Like I love the 4-door E30.
Yeah.
It's a pretty car. So it'd be interesting.
But my question to you is, if you embark on this journey, like, have you put much thought into like getting parts, or because you're already familiar with working on it? You've had an E30 before.
Yeah, it's simple
You've
cars.
wrenched, you've done many things with it, but
Yeah.
the situation now is different. I mean, you don't have the space like you used to, and
Well, actually,
not only that, the time.
The whole reason I'm more interested in the whole reason I've been searching for a smaller car than the G35, because the G35, it works great. It's perfect. It's just huge, and my garage is not that big, so I can't, like, when I pull my G35 in, I can't walk around it. I have to open up the garage door to get to the other side.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, so it's so big.
No, that is the aftermarket.
On E30s now.
E30 is
freaking
way better
huge.
than it was back then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You can
it's-
buy a full angle kit for really cheap. You can get all like
Everything.
plastic interior
bushing,
parts.
right. Everything you want.
Yeah.
Now it's somebody they make it for it.
Yeah.
Right. That was one of my concerns, and that's why I was bringing it up. Is that aren't you concerned with like servicing the car or maintaining the car? But it
No.
seems like that's not a good
No,
problem
there's
at
not
all.
much to it. It's all gonna so the front's gonna get wise fabbed. That's simple. Get that done.
Why? Just keep it stock. See what you could do.
No.
Push yourself. Test yourself.
No, just
Not
get
after
wise
he's
fab.
had all that angle.
Let's get wise fab.
No. Trust me, I wish I had more
There's no
angle in the
question
Z.
about it.
Really?
Yeah, because it's there, so you're a little more confident to throw a little more.
Ah.
I don't
I
really
just-
run that much angle because I don't have that much angle. So
I like a
kinda
lot of
just-
angle, so
He likes
all
that angle.
that angle.
Mhm.
So I would get wise fab on it, and about the rear, I don't know what to do about the rear end though. So
Of the the E30?
yeah,
Just leave it alone.
yeah,
Just weld it, and then they have the additional bracket so you can support it,
yeah.
and then be done with it. If you have
Yeah.
the wise fab, you can weld it because it's Brian. He runs a welded.
He runs a stock diff.
Yeah,
Really?
welded. Yeah, 325.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, maybe that's what I do.
Yeah.
Either way, so we'll see what happens with it. I still eventually want to get like one of these or something.
Make up your mind.
What?
Make up your mind.
What do you mean make it?
Yeah,
one?
you still
You're
have the
trying to
Volvo,
like
right?
you're trying to come up
The
with all,
Volvo's where I'm
these,
gonna go.
all these projects, and you don't have any space. You're working. You're already having trouble with the G35 as is, and you're trying to like, well, I want an E30. I want an E46.
I didn't want an E30.
I want an E90.
I was not searching for an E30 when I found this thing. I was
I'm
searching
always
for.
searching for an E30.
I was just.
What a
a
funny
very-
coincidence, right?
Yeah.
Again, his luck strikes in his favor.
I saw that car, but I just kind of glanced over it, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to offer. Well, we'll talk about my old little segment that we have coming later. But anyways,
okay.
go ahead, as you were.
So, yeah. So, I wasn't looking for that. I was looking for one of these.
What you found?
I found a couple. But
I got a solution. I propose a solution.
what?
If in fact you do get the E30, trade.
Trade?
Yeah, trade the E30 for the E46. Boom.
No,
No.
Wait, what?
no, I got a 1J in it. Why would I do that? And it's fully caged. No, I wouldn't do that.
But nostalgia, nostalgia.
Well, there's nostalgia, and there's just doesn't make sense to do, and like
Trade me for the Z.
no.
No, I'm joking. No, the point of this would be to get rid of the G35 and have this as like a low horsepower seat time car
Okay.
because the tires are cheap. Everything's cheap about it. I'm not playing like I wouldn't play like freaking 1J in the damn thing. I would either keep whatever he has in there or just stop slapping like a K24 with no boost
Just
on
slap in a K24.
it. Just slap it a K24.
You don't just slap in a K24. There's a lot of work that goes into that.
I just find it funny.
He's like work. What is that?
I just find it funny how like he's talking about it as if like it's gonna be a simple build, nothing crazy, nothing over the top, and he's just nonchalant. It's like, oh, I'm gonna slap with the K24 on it.
What? It's they have the kit now. You just buy the kit.
For the E30?
Yeah.
Mm.
They have a kit. You just buy the motors are super cheap.
Yeah, they are. You can go.
Motors are
check
like
their
$800
kits,
bucks.
Yeah.
So I sell
What
the
transmission do you put with it?
they put the ZF on it though.
Oh.
So I sell the VQ I have, I sell the CD09 I have, I sell the G35.
Mm-hmm.
That's like 10 grand right there.
Yeah.
I buy the swap kit
And build the whole car. If it was two,
and I could sell the 2J if I wanted to, which I could sell that for $1,800.
yeah. All right. Well, so you have
So
options.
yeah, so I have a lot of options to flip over, but the idea is to keep the 2J for something like this where I can put it in
Yeah.
and have like a 500 horsepower car.
Like
But either way,
500.
so that's the
We'll
update
see what
with me.
happens. Keep
Yeah.
us posted.
Yeah.
I'm curious because this. I mean, once you told me about it and I saw the car, it's sort of like
We
tugged
should
at the
film it. We
heartstrings a
should
little
both go
bit.
and you should film it.
Oh yeah, if you do go, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on what time
Monday.
you go. What time?
I said first thing in the morning, but I don't know if he's even coming back. I'm gonna text
Where
him.
is it located?
Plantation.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's close.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Let me know.
Yeah, we'll film it and we'll play some Sarah McLachlan.
Yeah. Yeah, Sarah McLachlan. That's cool.
That's funny.
So, what about you, Ben?
Maybe. Well, it's actually was one of the things I was going to talk about is I've been sort of dabbling with the track layouts that's been released for Klutch Kickers.
Yes, you told me about that. So
Right,
explain what this is. What's going on?
Big
Yeah,
news.
so go ahead.
Big news about Klutch Kickers, real quick. Rad Dan just signed up.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
And Burkett
Whoa.
just signed up for Klutch
Rad
Kickers.
Dan. Well, that brings
Well,
a
it's
whole
like down the street, right?
Yeah, and well, he's
a lot closer than he was before.
That's
like
true.
in Ocala somewhere.
That's 2 hours away.
Yeah.
Pretty
So-
much. Wow.
You could probably see
But-
him over there, but we'll
Okay,
see what happens.
Man, already like this is a great discussion.
Yeah, I know. It's like going to be interesting to see him there.
But what car though?
It's not
Do
like
you
there's
know?
not. It's
or-
not like there's
He's got other cars, and he moved everything here. So
Okay.
he's got the blue one, I think.
blue
The
one?
blue one?
The blue one?
The
He's got
blue one?
he's got Supras.
He's got the white one,
The white
the
one?
silver one, the blue one.
He's got an SC400 that's turbocharged.
Yeah, but what color?
I don't know. He calls it the.
See,
he
we
calls
don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know what car you're talking about unless you give the
Okay.
color.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
throw some
I'm
sugar
more
at you.
prepared. Anyhow, so that's interesting. Rad Dan's going to be competing in Klutch Kickers.
That's a wild
The next-
card right
The
there.
next round, he said, right?
No, well, the round that
Yeah.
we're gonna go
Yeah,
to
next
next,
round.
yeah,
Okay, good.
Interesting.
which is only a couple weeks away.
Yeah. Well, we had Chelsea, right? He was competing, not in
He's
his go
gone.
car. Huh?
He's not gonna compete in the next one, but
How do you know? He
he
competed,
took his car and moved it back to Seattle.
but he can always borrow somebody else's car.
I don't think he's gonna. Do it.
He's done
He's
it
done
before.
it before.
He's done it before. Anyhow,
What's
okay.
the matter with you, Paul?
So, any other new entries this round? The Klutch Kickers?
Um,
Well, Paul, you're looking at the list, right?
yeah, it says. Well, Sarah Harrow says she's gonna be there.
Yes.
Okay.
Billy Mitchell, which I don't think he said he was going to be at the other one.
Was
Billy Mitchell
at the
at
first
the last one?
No, he wasn't.
Oh,
in
he
the
No,
last
he was
one.
at the he was at the pro am.
That's right. It was at the
Pro Am. We'll talk
Okay.
about that.
Okay.
Sean Booth signed up, but I don't think Sean Booth was at the last one, was he?
Yes, he
Was he?
was.
He was,
I can't
yes.
remember.
So yeah, Billy Mitchell, Christian Controne is going to.
That's a new one.
That's the new one, yeah. Not new to Klutch Kickers,
Emerson
but
Noguera's back.
okay.
All right.
I think that's it.
Okay.
Those are the ones that stand out.
Jay the Drifters.
Yeah, he
driving.
did last one.
Yeah.
Though. So we're talking about new drivers that didn't.
Yeah, I
that
don't
didn't enter
remember
around
if he did or not.
him. Is Randy?
Wyatt Webb.
Mike.
Mike.
Wyatt Webb.
Thank you.
He was really good. You remember in the last,
Yeah,
not the
Wyatt
last
Webb.
one, but a couple
Is
last
Randy
season.
Noah on that list?
No, Randy.
Because I have some secret footage.
Oh,
of
secret
his-
footage, Randy. You know.
Well, I don't know if we're going to talk
We're
about
not-
it
we're
now.
not
We're going to get to
now.
later, but I do have some secret footage that may possibly reveal his engine choice.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
So
All
stay
right.
tuned for
Let's
that.
take a look at it.
We have
Okay.
pictures. We'll show them later.
Yeah. Carry on, Paul. What else?
Oh,
Who
well,
else?
there's really. I think that's
Who else
really-
stands out?
Who else stands out?
I mean, who's new to this round that wasn't in the previous round?
That's why I'm having a hard time remembering who
Oh,
was in.
okay. I mean, might as well
well,
just pull up the list.
Yeah, like I said, Wyatt Webb was
excellent.
new. Tyler Berry's back. Because remember, I don't think Tyler Berry was there last round.
Right. He's he was not there. the
And
last one.
hopefully Alberto. I mean, he didn't drive
Alberto's-
last time.
yeah,
Hopefully
Alberto-
his car is going to be driving, so that'll be good.
Yeah.
Should have
So
a-
it should be interesting. Definitely a good list of drivers, as long as everyone shows up.
Looks like
and
Kurt
can
coming
drive.
back.
Well, yeah, that he's locked in for the season though.
Oh, okay. Well,
Um,
he needs some redemption.
it just depends if is he really going to be back. That's the problem with these season drivers. You never know if they're going to come actually be there or not or compete. So
Who's Rhys Cochran?
Rhys Cochran.
I got on the
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, who is that? Am I pronouncing that right? R-H.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, I figured, but you never know.
yeah. He's driving a 1998 E36 from Baltimore, Maryland.
That's a new driver.
Carlos Santos. I don't recall that name
Santos.
from the previous round.
Carlos Santos.
There's that.
My eyesight's really bad.
Ethan Parnell.
Ethan Parnell was. I thought he was there.
I could have sworn he was there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was
Oh
there.
no, actually, I take it back. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I remember saying, telling Tim, you know Parnell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know.
so-
You know.
Yeah, you know. Oh, yeah. Got it.
Yeah.
This, yeah. Gotcha.
Yes.
Right.
Gotcha.
But it's good to see Emerson Noguera back because I don't think he wasn't at last
No,
round.
he
right?
wasn't
So-
at the last one. Sarah Harrow, too.
Yeah, Sarah Harrow. That'd be good
And
to see.
I think she's got nitrous now, right? Did she have nitrous at the end of the last one?
I thought so.
Yes.
Oh, she did? Okay.
Yeah.
Justin Bauer. I'm not sure who that is, but seems like another Mustang coming in. Yeah, it should be interesting.
All right.
Yep.
Good deal.
Right.
All right. So what other changes are coming along? So you were talking about you've been doing some testing,
Right. Wait, what am I doing?
and you're testing the round 2 layout.
Right. They recently released the round 2 layout.
But it was released before already.
No. So okay. Let's backtrack a bit. So they released the round 2 layout on Assetto Corsa on the website. For those who haven't done so, you could go on the website and actually, I could actually show you guys right now, since we're there already. If you just scroll down.
Down.
Where's down?
That's it right there, wasn't it?
No. No.
Down, right there. Down. That's it right there to the left.
Oh no, no. There's a certain part on the page where you go, and then it
watch the video.
tells you where to download the link.
No, but was it? Didn't they show it? It's that
Right there.
There you go. Yeah, it's on the main page. You're gonna have to scroll down a little bit, and then you will see
round 2
layout right there.
Oh wow.
Oh, they changed it.
Right. So actually what you're seeing here, this is great because this was the original layout for round 2. And it had you start on the bank, have like, I guess you could say like 75% on the way on the bank, and then have you go through here. This is supposed to be an outer zone number 1.
So isn't that the same thing? Yeah, it's the same. Okay, it's the same thing.
Right. This basically replicates the previous layout section.
Yeah.
Where it starts to differ is in this part where you do have an interclip, but then you keep going on to the other half of the infield, and then you finish off right there.
So what do you initiate right off the gate?
Yeah.
Because you don't really have a straight run up.
You essentially, you
probably. I mean, when you do it in Assetto, you. What, like halfway through there?
I just basically power through, and then just when the rear end kicks out, I just keep sliding. And then
when does it really kick out by itself, right?
Probably like right before you drop, I would say it kind of like just kicks out.
Okay.
But again, simulator, so it's not really it's not true to life, but you can only hope for that to happen, but in the end, this is all irrelevant because this layout has been scrapped.
Oh, that one's it's not that anymore.
It's not this layout anymore. No.
Oh, okay. So what we're looking at? Okay, so that's
so
they changed it. So they got whatever that is no longer gone.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they scrapped it, and this is apparently due to driver feedback.
Okay.
They mentioned that. I mean, I guess people weren't
happy with it. Well, I mean, I could say there's really no straight run up. It's kind of you're starting on the bank.
I wouldn't like. Yeah, I don't like it.
Okay, so what are they doing then?
I mean, you even have a post over here. Hang on, let me try to pull it up for you guys.
So they posted up the revision.
Right. It's right here. There we go.
Okay, so now it's okay.
Right, so
straight.
They made a post saying like after talking with drivers and teams. We've concluded that the original run-up for round 2 layout was not conducive to a good show. Zones and clips still subject to change, but we think this layout will bring a better experience for everyone. And then, as you can see, you start off same spot as the previous round.
Right. Okay.
This is going to be like a little bit of a feint and then a flick, I think.
Perhaps. Right? Or you just go straight into that turn. And then if this is outer zone number 1,
I see everybody flying off the edge.
Possibly. You never know. Possibly. Anything can happen.
I don't think it's that long of a run up. I think it'll be fine.
Okay. Then you have an inner clip over here, just like last round. You have outer zone number 2, just like last round. And then you have inner clip 2, and you finish off right here.
You know, I'm not sure if you're going to be, if they're saying doors for days, I'm not sure if the inside you're going to be actually really be able to get on somebody's door.
Well, They're not going to have as much speed coming. So last round they
maybe
had a
more
lot of speed
angle
coming
down?
off the bank, right? So they had more speed coming off the bank. So coming through the intersection, they're kind of going fast through it. Here, they're not going to have a chance to build up much speed, so I think there'll be more angle. Yeah, there'll be more angle and more door to door. I think it's definitely going to allow for closer tandems.
So
are we putting K rails on the inside of that? I hope.
And I believe Cletus has been making some changes to the inside too, so that should be grippier. So it's going to be different for the guys now.
I'm hoping they put K rails on the hips of that. You get me?
These hips don't lie.
Well, gentlemen, do I have a treat for you?
What?
Okay.
Okay.
With the advancement of technology, we can perhaps simulate and recreate and get some sort of estimate on what we can experience for the upcoming rounds.
Simulate
So,
away.
yes, indeed.
Do I
So
have to
let
put
me get
something on?
and get that ready for
Do
you.
we have to change?
Do
you have to
close?
Do I have to
change?
dim the lights?
Oh gosh.
This is a stimulator, right?
It's not quite.
Wait,
the same.
what?
Oh, okay. I thought you meant.
Damn it, Paul.
Simulator.
That was
okay.
that was
Okay.
genius. Paul, I gotta hand it to you. That was I don't know why I didn't think about that.
Ah.
Okay. Let me see if this is going up. Please.
Yep, there you go. Who are you driving with?
Oh
Hang
God,
on.
it's an is that an
driving with?
Hang
E86?
on.
That's some random ninja I see.
Yeah, let me let me
Or she's
just
driving a
get this
Corolla.
ready.
Drift Argentina himself.
Argentina.
Well, he
Yeah.
didn't make it to Argentina, but
Okay,
maybe one day.
so let's go ahead and
It looks like
play
you're
this.
drifting on yoga mats. Anyways, go ahead.
All right. Just to kind of give you a little bit of a setup for this, the way how I kind of like position the camera is as if like we're looking at it from the announcers
That
booth
makes sense.
to kind of like give you guys kind of like a bit of a preview
And the spectators that'll be there of what they'll be looking
on that side
Yes,
because
on that
there's
side.
also spectators on the other side as well.
And if you're 30 feet up in the air.
Right. Or if they all have drones.
Yes.
There we go.
Okay.
go ahead.
So let's go ahead and play this and
Who's leading?
That's some random ninja.
Oh,
dude.
I can't read that thing.
Freaking.
Oh man, he slowed down way too much. I'd mark him more points. Whoever's chasing him definitely got the win on this one.
That's Ben.
Yeah, closer on the clips and way off.
Oh, he cut him off.
Way
Oh,
off. man.
jeez.
Holy cow! That's a real sloppy lead run.
so your thoughts after witnessing that?
Can we watch a replay?
Yeah, watch again.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
ahead and cue this up.
Too busy making fun of him.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Okay.
Okay, it's
Who's got the rotary? Is that a rotary? Sean.
See, I think they should put the K rails on the other side to push them out more farther. Because that was my worry. You see how quick that transition was?
Mhm.
I want a wider.
You passed him. There's no passing, Ben. There's no passing.
I couldn't help it. I
Well,
saw an
he was way
opportunity, so I
offline, so
went.
he
I
was-
so I just went for it.
He was way offline, so I guess he can't pass if they're offline. It was unchaseable.
Chaseable lead run.
Unchaseable lead run.
Um,
I know.
All right.
I mean, that looks pretty fun. That looks like it'll be a good show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looks like it'll be a good show.
I still think K rails on the other side.
What do you mean on the outside of the
So
infield loops?
So on the inner clip side,
on the inner clip side in the infield or on?
on the infield.
Okay.
Yeah. So have inner clip. So instead of the K rails, not those, but instead of the K rails over there, pause it. Instead of those K rails on the outside zone,
Oh,
put
I
it
see
on
what
the
you're saying. So
inside zone.
closer to the grass.
Yeah, towards the grass to make them come out. Because if you watch what Gabby does here.
Oh.
He does a quick transition, not much angle, and just gets through the straight. It's like pretty much a manji.
Right.
Right.
It's just
So
a boom,
have the K rails right.
boom,
He's sticking close to the grass.
boom.
Oh,
You know,
I
the
see what you're
K
saying.
rails would push you. I want to push him out to get a
make
wider turn.
More of a aggressive transition. Or
Just more of an actual drift, and then not just a flick.
right.
Right. And I had my idea behind that, or my suggestion is kind of like to go back to it, is when they're coming around here, is instead of that being an inner clip, make that an outer zone.
If you put cable,
Yes.
well, okay, yes. If you make it in an outer zone,
Then they're going to have to get close to it.
they have to get close to it. But the reason they got rid of that outer zone last time was because it was dangerous.
Correct.
And
But
they
the
made it
thing
in a
is,
clip.
but the circumstances are different because the
not
layout is
fast.
different. You're not coming off a bank.
Yeah.
You're coming off the infield. So the rate of speed is different.
Yeah.
And you're not necessarily dealing with the bump,
Right.
even though you are dealing with a difference in the grip, but you're not dealing with that bump that's going to upset the car. And my other argument towards it is that if you have a fast car going up against a slow car, you'd want the fast car force him over to go to an outer zone because by
you're right.
turning
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
it'll slow them down, giving the lower car in the chase position
Chance
an
to cut the
opportunity
line.
to cut the line or speed up
Yeah.
to maintain that proximity. And then when they switch back, carry on for the rest of the course.
I guess,
He
yeah.
rejects your reality and inserted his own.
No, the reason the reason I like mine is because they can't cut it. They
And
can't.
because he said it.
No, they can't cut it, and it makes for some awesome carnage.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's where I feel like maybe we could get away with.
I just don't want. I don't want to see that where it's just like a quick flick transition.
Oh, I agree for sure because if you're in a faster car, really, you're just gonna
You're
grip
gone.
up and just you're taking
Gone.
off.
Yeah.
Not only that is if Cletus made changes to the inside paddock, the grip change might not be as drastic as it was.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So these cars are going to fly off of them. So that's exactly what I want. A little bit of. I want something to come and equalize it a little bit.
I need to say
Maybe-
equalizer.
Equalizer.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then the only other possible suggestion that I have is not only to have this, keep that as an inner clip, but
I like that
actually
as a-
have one final outer zone there.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Um,
But I mean, it's hard to have an outer zone there when that's the entry.
Well, you can have an outer clip. Well, you can make an outer zone from that K rail, just
Over.
extend it a little further so it comes almost to the wall. You can make like a.
but I don't think that
quarter
K rail is going to
circle.
be there.
No,
I don't think that
I don't
K
know
rail
who put this
because
K-rail
this
Oh
this
yeah, you don't want
layout
transition right into that K rail.
right because this layout
Chris Jackson did
is based on this layout is based on the previous configuration before they scrapped it.
Right.
And that's where they envisioned that they were going to do set up the K rails there. So for all we know, they may end up placing the K rails where
Like
you want them, Paul.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, you never know.
That'd be cool.
All right,
But
we'll see.
Yeah. Interesting.
dunk.
Dunk.
But there we go.
I gotta play with you guys.
So that's round 2. So I mean,
Soon, 3 weeks away.
3 weeks away. Any other thoughts on it? I think we could pretty much cover that,
that's
right?
good. I think it'll be fine. I like that better definitely than the original one.
Yeah,
I think
agree.
starting on the bank, it didn't allow them any run up. There really was not going to be any like initiation,
Right.
official like nice initiations. So this, I think, is going to allow for a better show. I agree.
I think it'd be like awkward, like when you're going off of Homestead. You're like that weird, like
Mm-hmm.
like he's like weird
Oh, yeah.
starting from a turn,
yeah,
like
Right.
starting halfway through the turn at Homestead.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be. It'd be like that. Which
I
is
want
really
to
weird.
get your thoughts on another proposal or suggestion that I had in mind. What's the having a rolling start? Has anybody considered that, or maybe
A rolling
thought about
start?
it? Yeah, rolling start.
I don't know why they don't do rolling starts. That makes more sense. Yeah, side by side rolling start.
I guess.
I mean, I actually, you know what? I think Ebisu used to do that. The one with the jump. You remember
really?
how they would kind of
they
like
did.
just
Yeah,
roll through?
They did rolling. They did rolling. Yeah, you're right. They would kind of come around, and then when they came around the first little right,
Mm-hmm.
that's when they would start. They would kind of come over. They'd go over there, and then both floor, and then do that flick. Rolling start. That'd be something different. But anything you change to what these guys are used to, it's like an organ rejection. You know, it's like, it's just, they don't want it.
Right, right.
But I don't think that's a bad idea because you could start them on the other side and kind of. But thing is rolling start in this situation. I don't think it'd be a good idea because they don't need that. You don't want them to have that much speed rolling up. A rolling start's going to give them more speed.
right.
You know. So if you wanted more speed going into the bank, then you can roll start them from one side and get into it. What's good about the roll start is we're not going to have to worry about those drivers with the traction. I think it would make for closer tandems on initiation.
Less issues of the driver running away.
Yeah.
But do you think they could get away without having the chicane on the start by having a rolling start?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because they have them roll side by side, and as soon as they pass that line, they go.
Yeah.
And they have to, if one car is more than half a car in front of the other, then you could say restart. You know, you don't
right
have to
there?
necessarily. Yeah, I thought it was a fly or something.
No, I thought you were practicing your karate moves.
Yeah,
These guys, kung fu.
kung fu. I guess you could do like that, but like you said, that's a whole nother.
I think that makes more
That's the
sense
whole-
because, I mean, you're gonna have. You don't have to have them like you're not gonna restart if the cars are like this. You're gonna restart if the cars are like this.
Right. If there's a gap
Yeah.
between the cars,
But
you
they
restart.
should be able to keep it somewhat like this.
Yeah, they should be good enough to be able to do that.
Yeah. So, and I think that eliminates the whole games about the start light and all that crap. I like it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a cool idea. I mean, this is like we're talking about like 10 miles an hour roll.
Yeah, so you're not going to worry about cars going bah, right out the hole. They're going to have
Yeah.
to easy start and
Yeah.
roll it
Yeah.
and then floor it.
Just like put
Interesting.
the freaking car in first and let it idle.
roll start. I kind of like it.
Oh.
I mean, it sounds cool because it's different. but
Right.
like I said, will it be rejected by the donor or will it be rejected by the receivee? What do they call it?
will it be
receives
accepted or rejected?
That's what I meant to
There
say.
you go.
Ah, okay.
We'll go with that. That makes more
The
sense.
donor or rejected.
The donor,
it.
yeah. Who's going to reject that?
We have a comment by a Gabriel Jordan.
Oh,
I don't know who that is, but
don't know.
seems to be a fan.
I think he
But
likes
he
Toyotas.
Okay. I don't blame him. Smart man.
Mhm.
BDC at Driftland UK does rolling starts too.
Oh.
So FYI.
Okay.
It's out there, but
We're not innovating
So
anything.
then you're not inventing anything, so it shouldn't
I'm
be
not trying to
rejected.
invent anything.
No, but
I
I'm
mean, I've
saying
seen it done before.
Right. So there's nothing that's out of the unheard of.
Right.
So you may be able to talk to Zach about it, see what Zach says.
Maybe so.
Bring it on up.
Okay. So yeah, Klutch Kickers round 2 happening June 24th through June 26th at Freedom Factory over at Bradenton, Florida.
Once
Hoping
again.
for no monsoons.
Yes.
Oh yeah, right.
Hoping for no rain.
Please. I mean, when we talk about our experience in round 1, we went into it kind of just, with fresh eyes, not knowing what to expect. Well, we knew some things to expect, but there was a lot of it that we didn't know what to expect. And I mean, I think one of the people that was truly caught off guard by surprise was Mr. Paul Murphy,
Yeah.
because
Oh yeah.
He actually had to do something this time.
Okay, don't do
Well, he had like an integral part of the show.
Right.
You had a lot
I
of
had a lot of
responsibility.
pressure on me.
Yeah, a lot of responsibility.
The
this
judges
time.
wanted to fire me after the first day.
Yeah, well,
They're like, you know what? Screw you. You're fired. I'm like, God,
I
man.
could tell like he was off because like on the way up he couldn't say the word pilot properly,
I know.
right?
I couldn't say pilot.
Nope.
What was I saying?
Yeah, you were like pilot.
Oh, God.
He was definitely under some stress,
Right?
and I think the additional responsibility wasn't helpful in his stress level, and he worked through it.
Yeah, I made it work.
Yeah, he made it work.
And
Actually,
now the question is,
but
am I going to have to do it next to this
Yes, you
time?
will.
Probably, yeah.
Just
Are we sure?
yeah,
How do we know?
Look, we don't know
just
for sure.
assume yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Assume
Why
yes.
Right.
We haven't heard it's going to change.
We didn't know what was going to happen to begin with.
Well, you did.
I had
No,
no idea.
You did too. You
I
knew
did.
2 days in advance. You knew the week before you were going to be doing that.
No.
Did he not have a meeting and then he said, "We need to talk"?
Remember? That was the week of.
That's I said
That was Thursday night.
a few
the
days
night
before.
Not a few days before.
Same thing.
One
A
day.
day or so before.
But he didn't explain to me exactly what I was doing.
But now you know what to do.
Well, now I know, but what about if it changes now?
So for us, going into the Freedom Factory, Paul had some anxiety about what to expect. We had some anxiety on what to expect as well because we knew it was going to be a collaboration, right?
Right.
So finding where we had to go, going somewhere. I think the most interesting thing is when we showed up. Like we're
Figuring
over
out
here
the
to do.
layout, yeah.
Well, no, we're here to do a live stream. Everybody looks at us like we're lying to them. Like we're trying to sneak in. Like I swear,
got
everybody.
some thieves
we got some
here.
guys here. They say they're with the
With the
live
live
stream.
stream?
They're
They don't look like
ugly.
this.
There's no way they're with the live stream. But yeah, so that was interesting. Right,
There's
going
a big
there and
fat
trying
one,
to.
a skinny one, and a medium-sized one.
I think they're from the Wizard of Oz. but yeah, it was different to go there and have to reintroduce yourself because we're used to going to Klutch Kickers and knowing everybody that's part of the show.
Yeah.
Right.
Now having to meet new people, which I thought was great. I mean, it was fine, but just that getting over that. Are these guys lying to us? Or are they just trying to sneak in the show or what? We had to get over that. Once we got past that, the facility is great. It was great because we were in air conditioning all day.
Yeah.
When it rained, we didn't get wet. So like
Yeah.
as far as that aspect, it was great. Plus we're higher up. We didn't have to worry about being in the smoke and having
The
dirt
noise.
and stuff and the noise. We could hear each other talk.
Yeah.
Right. Normally at Klutch Kickers, we're out. Well, actually, the last 2 or 3 rounds, we weren't. But when we first started, we were right in the mix of everything.
Right.
And I think for the judges as well, being up and out of
They got
harm's
the they
way,
got the biggest upgrade.
they got a huge upgrade. They had air conditioning. They weren't getting splash zone with dirt in their face the whole day.
No PA blasted in
No
their
PA
ears.
blasting in our ears. And
What
we
they
were-
should have though is we should have like headsets with monitors, so that way they can't hear anything going on but each other. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
so they can hear
Yeah,
themselves.
I can see that.
I can see what you're saying.
They should hear the track audio, each other, and that's it. Because that'll help them focus. I mean, that would help me.
But I don't recall them saying that they had an issue with us. Just
Well, they were. Dwayne was like, "Face your head that way."
oh really?
Well, I was talking. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Face your head that way.
I don't know if that's exactly what he said.
Maybe
But
just
basically, what he's saying, tuck that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like before I assist you on
Yeah,
turning
yeah,
your
yeah.
head that way,
Yeah,
do
yeah.
so yourself.
Yeah. Exactly.
That would be an interesting.
Yeah.
I'd have to record that. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, just going back to what like just getting there, like we got accustomed to just seeing Mike Castleberry right at
Correct.
the gate,
Yep.
Yeah.
and just kind of like say like, "What's up, boys?" And we're like, "Hey." You know,
We're here.
like we know what to, yeah, it's like go right on in.
Yeah, we know what we had to do. We know where we're going. But it'll be like that this time, I think. The next time we go, it was the
You think
new
they're gonna
person.
remember us? We're gonna be like,
They may not remember
there's
us,
a fat
but
one, a skinny one, and a medium-sized one.
it's the
saying that
Wizard of Oz crew. Yes, who's the Scarecrow?
they're back again. I
Yeah.
don't know
But
what
this
they-
time, like I said, but even if they forget, they should remember. Oh yeah, that's right, you guys. They won't be caught off guard by us.
Right.
So that's the second time around, and it's just gonna get better from this point on. But we went into it with anxiety a little bit, not knowing what to expect, knowing there's going to be different people that are running the show. Because before we were dealing with Matt Stone, and we had worked with Matt Stone for almost 2 years. That was doing a live stream prior.
Mm-hmm.
And I just
Kind
said,
of miss seeing him in the bus though. But
yeah. So hopefully he's doing well. And he's
No, he's
out
doing
there.
well.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure he is. I'm sure he's still out there doing well. Working with a production crew that seems like for the most part they obviously know what they're doing. They do it for a living.
it was like listening to a guy walk through,
Bob Ross.
like Bob Ross. Yes, it was
Yes.
like Bob
So
Ross.
we had somebody
We
in
had
our
somebody in
ear.
there.
We had somebody in our ear talking us through different things and communicating when we're going to go to commercial or when we're going to cut to the track. Well, not at first we didn't have that, but then it ended up that way. Like we was getting better communication. So
But he was a nice, smooth voice.
he had a nice radio voice.
Yeah.
I agree with that. That was Enrique.
Right.
Enrique. So working with them, I think was pretty cool. Hopefully they're back again.
I'm surprised Paul didn't suggest or tell him like, "Man, you're in the wrong field. you need to get on the radio."
But there was a distance between us and them. I think it just really came down to us having to focus and being able to adapt and learn a new way of how we're going to do things. For the most part, now you were more a part of the announcing than you've ever been. How did you
Right.
feel? Because you're very technically involved, helping.
Yeah.
Like you're like Matt Stone's like backup plan, not backup plan, but you know what I'm saying, like secret
the plan
weapon,
B.
right? Yeah, you're like the plan B. Then you're always there for Matt Stone if he ran into trouble. You
Plan
focus,
Ben.
Yes, right. So you're Plan B for Ben. So you were there for Matt to play that support role for him,
Right.
and you left most of talking to us. Now it's me and you. How did that feel?
Just that's where, like, when you're talking about the anxiety or like the kind of like stress or because of the uncertainty and so forth,
Right.
that was like my episode, my sort of like issue. I want to call it issues, but my dilemma to kind of like deal with, because evidently, as you just mentioned, like I was mostly, it got to a point where like sometime during season 2, like I just kind of like, decided on my own, like, hey, like I need to kind of like help
back from the
step back and kind of help run things or assist things on the back end of things to try to make this well, it was already happening, but to sort of improve upon what was already there. And I enjoyed it because that's sort of tied in, to what my interests lie. And I mean, whenever we do our own live streams, I'm just trying to learn more to try to improve everything.
Right. You're basically taking notes, or you're watching someone, you're trying to learn from them because Cletus and his crew and that crew that was there, their experience, they do a lot of live streams. That's what they do for a living.
Right.
So for you, it's like you're doing research and you're able to confirm if what you're doing is correct, or maybe you realize, okay, I'm not doing things as efficiently. So you're able to use that as a learning experience for you. So you were able to use that. So you think you learned much? Did you get more confirmation, you think, on what you're doing is correct? Or did you learn better ways to do things that you weren't doing right the first time? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. It's hard to say like exactly, because I feel like there were like I was right about a lot of it, and there was like other things that I can improve upon based on what they're doing.
Right.
But at the same time, you sort of kind of like, you have this sort of dilemma of trying to figure out like, okay, well, I can go and spend or invest on these sort of tools and equipment
Right.
to try to improve things, but then there's only so much you can do where it's kind of like,
Right.
it's out of your means to do it. So then you sort of have to try to find that balance of like, okay, well, is this worth it? Okay, well then where do I go? Because there's different levels. It's just like a camera system where you get just a regular small $100 camcorder,
Right.
or you could get like a cinema camera that's like $4,000, just the body alone.
Right.
And then you're like, okay, well, I spent all this money on this one camera. Now I can't afford anything else that I would need to do a live stream.
Right.
So there's sort of those kind of things that are just kind of running through my head. But a lot of it actually just confirmed what I thought.
Okay.
And I will say I was, thrilled to see it. But at the same time, it's just the manpower and all of the individuals involved.
Yeah. They had a lot of people.
That was really something that I wasn't expecting. And I think, I mean, not to take away from the whole crew, but I think one thing I will single out, in my opinion, is I wish I remembered his name. I think it was Johnny or something. It was the sound guy. And I think many times on live streams, like they could get like the cameras right and they could get like the stream going. But one thing they sort of either forget about or don't pay attention to is sound. And I think that he did a great job of making sure that not only we sounded good, but we weren't like off level or like peaking too much.
We're EQ'd. Everybody was EQ'd good.
Right. And not only on the live stream, but also on the PA system on the track itself. And I think he did a great job. And I think for me, like that was sort of something that stood out because, like I mentioned, you don't, I'm telling you, like I've seen events where they're broadcasted and they're in the middle of, like, you could hear the discussions of the engineers trying to figure out like what's wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, guys, you hear that, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. That guy's an idiot. Oh my gosh. I hope he doesn't work with us next time. Like, hey, we can hear you.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But going back to the whole announcing thing, it was sort of kind of like plucking me out of my element because I've been out of it for so long.
Yeah, because you used to do it a lot.
I used to do it, right.
Right.
And like I feel like it was sort of like going through this whole process again.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, like I felt like I wasn't at my best
Mm-hmm.
because one, I mentioned like I hadn't done it, in a while, and I haven't done the practice, and I hadn't done, I feel the due diligence to try to like make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just a matter of just trying to get my ducks in the row. I guess that's the
Makes sense.
frame.
Makes sense. Get back in. You're trying to get back in the groove of announcing, and
Right.
And you I thought you did fine. And we
also
every time I
different.
listen to myself, I'm like, oh man, I'm sounding like such
Also
an
a
idiot.
different type of event than you've ever announced before too, because it's not like the local events
drift
and
sessions
stuff like
event or
that,
something.
Right.
It's a little more
where it's supposed to be a little higher level professional type series. So,
And
you
I
know,
think
you
that
have
was,
to-
and I think that was part of my problem too.
yeah,
Is that like I couldn't, like for me, I felt like, oh, I couldn't necessarily goof off.
yeah.
I couldn't say like, well, we have a junkyard 240 coming up,
Yeah,
folks, so be
exactly.
sure to
Yeah,
pick up a body
yeah,
panel because
yeah.
this thing's gonna be blowing parts
Right,
everywhere.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. No, you
gotta
can't.
You can't be. People are sensitive.
Well,
Let's just say
Well,
that.
I
There's a lot
mean,
of
yeah,
sensitive
okay,
people
yeah,
out there.
right,
So you
right,
gotta
right.
watch everything you say. You got to keep it just descriptive about what's going on. You can ad lib a little bit.
but stick in your damn box, you.
Yeah, I learned that the first time the
Yeah.
very first round
Oh, really?
of Klutch Kickers. Yeah.
Well, what'd you say? Do you remember?
Oh, I said a bunch of things.
Oh yeah, we yeah. There was a bunch of things.
Yeah, a bunch of things. Anyways,
I think he
And
said
people are
brain
just-
dead and
yeah,
something
so, yeah,
else, or
I'm
like
just like,
mentally
I said
challenged.
something, and
He
I'll
said
just-
some stuff that people are like, my father's hat.
Yeah.
You can't make fun of him.
No, it's
Yeah.
not funny. It's not a joke. It's real. Oh, it's
That's
hard for our family. You just make fun of us like it's nothing. Yeah, so you have to be aware of what you're saying.
But isn't it keep drifting fun? We're trying to
Not-
kind of like,
not
you
here.
know,
Yeah, but not
not
keep the
line the
announcing
mood.
fun. Yeah, it's not
Yes.
keep the announcing fun. But
Not-
there's nothing you can do. You're not gonna be able to make everybody happy. Somebody's gonna
Oh, of course.
say something not like it. So
I mean, even with the layouts, nobody was. I mean, a lot of people weren't happy with the layouts, and so they scrapped it, and now they're going with this. And I'm sure with this option,
Yeah.
some people aren't happy about it. I'm sure.
probably not. Well,
But
what
you
can
never
do?
know.
What can you do?
But it was a bit of a struggle, and I'm telling you, it was sort of like brought back memories and flashbacks when the rain hit. And we were just sitting around, like twiddling our thumbs. It's like, okay, thumb, sorry.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, this is back to the hurricane tornado events where we're just sitting, waiting to
seeing
see what's
how-
going to happen.
And seeing how slippery the concrete was a surprise. I mean,
That
we,
was crazy.
We assumed that the concrete would be, somewhat slippery, but this was like ice.
Yeah, it was
You know, it wasn't what we were
pretty bad.
expecting.
Yeah.
So that was getting there, setting up, going through all the motions, having to deal with the shotgun style competition that ended up being right. No practice. Going
So
Oh, that
early
was-
in the
yeah.
morning.
so early in the morning.
Going
morning
from,
show.
Going
Yeah.
from 7:00 in the morning, or we start about 8, but starting at 8 all the way to the finish. No breaks.
No breaks, no opening
Right.
ceremony. Just
No
go,
nothing.
go, go,
Just
go, go.
And actually, I mean, full semi disclosure, like we got there a little late, like that morning.
Oh, you think?
Well, because I think they wanted us to be there a little earlier than the time we got because they were kind of worried. It's like where are those guys from the Wizard of Oz, right?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
they were
the
like,
one, the little one, the medium size.
we were there early the first day.
oh, of course,
I know we were like, "There's nobody here.
Yeah,
Where's the
right?
mics? What's going on?"
yeah,
right?
yeah.
That was a
So we showed up fashionably late next day.
yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
kind of followed their lead, right? They showed up late the first day, so we showed up. We didn't really show up late.
But the thing is,
we showed up at the driver's meeting, like
but
when the
the
driver's
thing-
meeting was going down.
right. But the thing is for us or for you guys, it didn't seem late because all we needed to do was just get up there, put the headsets on, and
start
that's
talking.
it.
Right. We didn't have anything
So
to
we
set up.
really just needed to just show up, and I mean, less than 5 minutes, we're like, okay, what are we saying, and
Yeah.
when do we go?
Right.
When do these mics go hot?
Yeah. Exactly.
And yeah, one hot and shotgun style, no practice, and it was a marathon.
It was, but that's true Klutch Kickers fashion because we've done it before, right? And it's just, everybody with the Klutch Kickers crew, and we've learned to work with them as well. That they're going to make it happen. It's going to happen, right? Whether it's a tornado, whether it's a hurricane, whether Magic Mike's going Super Saiyan, whatever it is, right? There's a flood, there's a monsoon, all kinds of craziness. It's going to happen. And we know, and I think they know that we're willing to adapt and do whatever we have to that's necessary in order to make the show go on.
Yeah.
Right.
So hopefully, like I said, we don't get the rain. We get a full pool, and we're able to do a full show, regular show, do an opening ceremony and everything.
Well, I think we're back into the kind of normal flow of, hot morning, hot afternoon, and then downpour in the afternoon or the late afternoon. So,
Well, that's how it's been over here the last 2 days.
yeah, so
Yeah.
that's
So it's
the way it's going to
crazy.
be. I'm assuming that's the way it's going to be. It's going to be, hot morning,
Well, I
hot
drove.
lunch, time, and then about 2:00 it's going to downpour.
I'll tell you right now. I drove. I was in Tallahassee yesterday, and then Gainesville this morning, and I literally went through like 7 or 8 like hurricane type storms on the highway.
Yeah,
Yeah, like they shut down 75. It was just all kinds of
shut
craziness.
down 75 for a
Well,
storm?
not because of that. Because
Oh.
there was an accident. There was an accident.
When did they do that?
Well, there was an accident because of the rain.
Oh, okay.
But like the rain going sideways, and I must have went through like a whole bunch of storms on the way down here today. So
Right.
and then you get sun, then storm, then sun, and storm as I'm driving down the state.
Hmm.
Hopefully that will pass, and
Right.
it won't be like that at the end of this month.
Right.
We'll see.
But
I don't expect that to change, but
I hope. And if if it is afternoon showers, they may. I don't know what the schedule's like, but they may want to not practice as long. Because I think originally the opening ceremony was supposed to be at 3.
right. Well, I don't remember.
I think they want the show on lights. You know what I mean?
I don't know about that, but I don't know.
Typically, I mean, that's what I figured.
I don't know. We'll see. So
But we'll see.
Yeah.
a few weeks away.
Actually, no, well, yeah, I guess
Yeah,
technically,
2 or
yeah,
3
for
weeks
weeks,
away.
2 weeks. But
2 or 3, yeah.
shout out to Klutch Kickers crew. Shout out
Well, 2
to
weeks away, buddy.
Adrenaline Garage, their crew, for helping make the live stream happen. Project Prime, their crew. Gr86 crew.
Yeah.
I mean, there are so many people involved that don't get the credit or the recognition, and it's really not. I guess you could say it really seems simple, but there's really a lot of people involved to make it happen, and I think the production value has gone up,
Right.
and everybody involved is trying to obviously put their best efforts to make this a better show, and I think they're doing it. There's a couple of glitches. I get it. I mean, you've saw some of the graphics maybe were not correct,
Yeah.
and I'm sure by the next round they'll have a lot of that stuff ironed out.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
Me. I'm the one that put the name up. So
you, but okay, perhaps, but it wasn't your fault with some of the images.
yeah,
It wasn't your fault with some of the animation.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, it was a learning. I'm hoping that they do come back, so it's not like a relearn the whole thing
Right, because you
over
get, not
again.
only you got to relearn, you got to learn what you're doing or how to do what they're asking you to do. You
Or if
have
you're
to
doing anything, yeah.
learn how to work with people, right? So the communication, relearning how to. Some people, everybody communicates different.
Yeah. So
We'll see.
but the other great thing about it was that if there was an issue, like we would bring it up to them, and then they could go ahead and
Get on it
they
right
figured
away.
it out, which is kind of different because where previously it's like if there was an issue, we kind of had to like all kind of like put our hands into it to try to figure it out.
Right.
So I think it's a bit of a stress relief to have that kind of support system available, so that way you could make sure that you continue to do what you do best.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
Good deal.
there's that. So June 24th through the 26th, Klutch Kickers, Freedom Factory, Bradenton. If you haven't got your tickets, it's available now. Go to clutchkickers.com. Not only for the spectator tickets for the event, there's also the live stream tickets. Check it out.
Yeah.
I mean-
Baldeagle.com. That takes you to Cleese's site,
Right.
so you can get the
Pay-per-view tickets.
pay-per-view tickets there, or the pay-per-view, and then also if you want to purchase tickets, you can go through that website as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think actually Klutch Kickers takes you to that website, doesn't it? I'm not
I
sure.
believe
Not-
so.
Not sure how that works. But at least this time we'll have a better idea what to expect. So it's just going to get better as the rounds go on.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The other thing I wanted to mention, and it's sort of a bit of a unfortunate kind of news, was the sudden cancellation of the Pro-Am round.
Right.
And who would have expected this tropical storm to really cause such a headache?
Well,
Come out of
it's
nowhere.
Florida. Yeah, it did come out of nowhere, right?
Freaking Mexico right across and just hit us.
Yeah.
That was
It did suck. I know it put a lot of drivers in a bad situation
Yeah.
because I think some of them, they weren't able to cancel their Airbnbs because it wasn't long enough notice
Right.
so basically,
Because the announcement came out on Thursday.
right.
Like midday. I forget exactly the time frame, but somewhere midday.
Yeah.
And then the event was supposed to start that Friday.
Practice. Yeah.
No. It was I believe just load-in.
Oh, load in. Okay.
Right, because they had, I guess, allowed people to kind of like, oh, you want to bring your trailer? Go ahead, we'll tech you.
Right.
That way, there's less time to tech people on that Saturday
Right.
when obviously things are going to be tight with the qualifying, the competition, and all
Right.
that taking place.
Yeah. So that sucks. Also, another thing is, I don't know if we mentioned before, but we're not going to be doing a live stream anymore for U.S. Drift Circuit.
I don't think we
I
mentioned
don't think we
that.
mentioned that. So I know we did a live stream last time. So we're not going to be doing a live stream this time. Chris was able to find be able to find somebody else to take care of the live stream, and we'll be able to do to free us to do other things that we want to do. Some more behind the scenes coverage that Ben, you wanted to do, and it'll give me more time to drive if I want to go to the events and drive. I can do that, or help Chris out running the line or whatever he needs, tech or whatever, anything like that. So we can still support U.S. Drift Circuit in that way. But yeah, we're not going to do it. It's just too much between. I think it just came out as too much between Klutch Kickers live stream and then U.S. Drift Circuit live stream, then trying to drift events and do other stuff in between. You only have so many weekends a year,
Right.
and then you have family as well. So, but yeah, it's unfortunate that they had to cancel.
But I do want to mention that, like we know Chris.
Oh yeah,
We know Chris in this situation was not something that he was quick to do. I mean, this is a guy,
Mm-hmm.
just to kind of like put a better frame of things.
Mm-hmm.
This is a guy who, even though there was torrential downpour at one of the events that he hosted, he still sent the cars out.
Which event was this?
This was Sun Life.
Sun Life.
Remember, it
Yeah,
was like
it was
a
bad.
final battle between Bill Stanger, Bill
Yeah.
Fisher, however you want to call him,
Yep.
and Andrew Mensa.
Right.
Right? There was already a delay because it was raining, and we're thinking like, oh, it's Florida. It's gonna, rain for 5 minutes, and then it'll probably slow down or
Not
stop.
always. Yeah.
And this was one of those few instances where it just kept going and going and going. So we needed to find a winner.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris is like, well, I'm gonna make this happen and go ahead and send them out. Unfortunately, it led to quite an interesting turn of events.
I wasn't there for the end of that.
Oh, you weren't there?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, well, it ended quite quickly.
Oh, did it? What happened?
Yeah. Essentially, what happened was you had both drivers. They took off, and about maybe 10 to 20 feet, give or take, they abruptly slowed down because they went over a lake. And essentially, it was just like a splash zone.
Oh wow, it wasn't even
Pretty
worth
much,
it.
yeah. And they were like, yeah, it's not worth it. We're not going to get to go. Because the whole run-up, the whole start
Yeah, I remember.
was just a lake.
Yeah, I can't.
And Chris was like, okay, well, I mean, that's it. That's where it
Nothing you can
ended.
do. There's nothing you can do at that point.
But so this is a guy that's determined to make these events happen, rain or shine.
Right.
Under, of course, the parameters or the limitations of what the track owner
Right.
venue
Right.
is
Willing to allow.
set in stone. Yeah, willing to allow.
Yeah.
But I think in this this instance, he had no other choice, and he had to sort of cancel it.
Yeah, because Sebring's pretty strict when it comes to lightning. When there's lightning, they stop everything.
They're strict overall. I mean,
They love us there, but they're very strict to make sure everything's safe.
Did Did you forget the whole like COVID guidelines
yeah,
that we
COVID.
had to abide by?
Yeah, you ever need to be wearing masks in open air, and there was, hand sanitizing stations everywhere. Yeah, they're.
I mean, there was like an hour wait just to get in because they needed to check us.
Yeah.
Like the temperature, all of that. I still remember. I was just like, I'm here. I got there like at 10. It wasn't until like 10:30 or something.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Like 11:30.
Yeah.
Where I got through the gate.
Right.
And I was just like, okay, well, we're here finally. And then remember, they actually stopped the event. They paused the event at one point.
Yeah, they did. That did more than once.
Right. More than once?
I believe so. I know they were announcing over speakers, if you guys aren't staying away from each other, you're not wearing your mask, we're going to stop the event. So, yeah, they're pretty strict. So, Chris, he had to make the call, and I'm sure it wasn't an easy call for him to make. It just sucks it was so close that, I know some people got upset about it, but what can you do? So, he moved it to, I think, July 27th.
23rd.
23rd or something like that.
I believe.
Yeah, I think he moved it. And that's
Puts
only
it
a
like
few
on
weeks right before the
last two.
last two, right before Fest. What's it called?
Holy Shift.
Holy Shift Fest. Yeah. So yeah.
Let me just cue that up so people can see it. There we go.
So July 23rd.
So that'll be round 2. Hopefully it doesn't rain. Hopefully there's no tropical storms.
When is Holy Shift?
Holy Shift is August something.
August something.
Yeah.
August something.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But well, the show must go on. Dude, no, I don't think he has the standings. Does he have the standings? And where do you find that? Is that on his U.S. Drift Circuit page?
I think he did put it up
Yeah, points.
on here. I just have to go back just a tiny bit. I do remember seeing some photos. And oh wait, I think this is it. Yep, there we go.
Oh, I can't read that.
Yeah, it's hard. I got you. Don't worry about it.
So,
First place, we got Brandon McDowell with how many points? 102 points.
is that 102 points or is that his car number?
No.
That's okay. That is okay. All right.
Car number is 407.
That's right. Yeah.
Is that the area code for Orlando?
It is the area code for Orlando. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, don't worry now. Billy Mitchell, number 2 with 91. Ryan Acevedo. I'm not gonna say that name. I know that's his legal name, but I'm not going to say that. I'm going to call him the
Ryan,
way how we've always referred to him.
Ryan Acevedo.
Ryan Acevedo.
Yeah.
Number 3 with 80 points. Number 4, Lee Yearwood tied with Mr. Acevedo with 80. Then we got Brad St. Germain with 70.
Brad, I think, is going to be next round. It's going to be in a vet, I think.
Oh, okay. I heard about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got sponsored.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Well, do you know which vet? What generation?
no, I don't.
You just know
I
it's
mean,
a vet.
I read it. I saw pictures of it and stuff like that, but I forget.
Okay. Okay, going back, we got Jaden Martorana with 67. Eric Noriega, sorry I missed him, with another 67. And then Duarte Viana, he's another individual with a 67.
Mm-hmm. And these are all up on their Facebook page, so people can check it all out.
This is on their Instagram.
That's their Instagram. Okay, Instagram post. Okay.
Right.
So you can check out information on that.
So Holy Shift is August 27th and 28th.
Okay.
What days?
August 27th and 28th.
Okay.
All right.
So that puts it exactly about a month away from each other.
Okay.
It's going to be crazy because we have Klutch Kickers June 24th.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have, Pro-Am July 27th. Then Klutch Kickers August 12th. And then Pro-Am and August 27th.
The week after.
So this
Right.
summer's going to go boop.
Yeah, it's going to go by quick.
It's going to fly by.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to drive some events too. So
Yeah. I like to drive some events too. I got to do some stuff. But I have been back online. I'm thinking about posting my 350Z up for sale again. Just to see what I can get. I don't know.
Well, actually, between the time that... Hang on. Let me switch something here. Between the time that we did these events and now, you actually did a private day.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, I did get to do a private day
You
at
got
OSW.
the go sideways with the Z.
Yeah.
How did that go?
That was awesome because I got to basically spend the whole day tandeming with Brian Sturman.
It wasn't a private day.
It wasn't a private day. Yeah,
It
it was
was
a regular
just
event. It
a
was
regular event?
the the meet. It was
the
JZX
JZX meet.
JZX meet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
JZX.
My
I was
apologies.
supposed to
Correction.
drive and then I didn't, so Tim drove.
Yeah, so I drove. Paul came, took some pictures, and I got to tandem with Brian and
Dustin?
Yeah, Dustin Motors. Dustin, what's his last name?
Motors.
Motors. Okay.
Motors.
Yeah, so we were tandeming pretty much all day. So it was a
Hey,
good time.
Motors.
Hey,
What's
Motors.
up?
Mr. Motors. How are you doing today? So it was a good time. It was a good time. It was pretty cool to hang out with Brian and just spend the day and just have fun drifting. So it was probably one of the most fun days because I was getting a tandem all day with him.
Any problems?
With the car, no. Car held up pretty good. I think I got to change the clutch. I don't know if it's the slave cylinder on the clutch that's sticking, or if it's a clutch slipping, because sometimes it would slip. Actually, only slipped once, and then I went back out and it was fine. So I'm not really sure what's going on. So I got to put I'm probably just gonna change the clutch and change the flywheel and everything like that.
Okay.
But I mean, it runs fine. I even flushed it out this time with 93 when I let it sit there. So,
Oh.
but yeah,
You say you did great. You did okay, right?
I think I did okay. Yeah.
You think you did okay? Okay. Let's get somebody else's perspective on this.
Oh.
Someone who's perhaps one of your harshest critics.
Oh, wait.
Paul, how did Mr. Tim do out of the
He was making fun of me a lot.
Well, no, I didn't make fun of you. I just said there's not that much. He was going woo woo woo.
That was only in that one section.
There was no woo woo, type thing.
So I was a wuss on the throttle.
Yeah, he was a wuss on the throttle. It was just like he was barely touching the throttle. I'm like, dude, you can push that thing all the way down until it hits and stops. And he's like, yeah, no.
I was just trying to be consistent and try to run the same line, and not because most of the time I was leading.
Okay.
I think I spent most of the time leading, so I wanted to have a nice consistent line so everybody could follow. I didn't want to try to do something crazy and throw everybody off.
Paul, was he consistent?
It was consistently narrow.
Consistently no angle. Yeah. Yeah. So anyhow,
It was like he was driving around the course.
I was having fun. I only spun out once, and then I threw myself out of gear once, and that was it. So maybe shallow angle, but for the most part, I was consistent.
How's the skid pad on tires?
Great.
Really good.
Really?
Well,
Okay.
I mean, I don't use any throttle, so
Yeah, so he was just.
I wasn't.
Woo, woo.
But I thought it was pretty good.
No, it is really good on tires.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So that's good.
I did a ton of laps in my car, and I really didn't even run any tires down to like the wires.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I thought I was already down to the wires. Like, I thought I blew a tire and didn't blow a tire; just popped one little wire off.
Huh.
So, yeah, no, it's really good on tires.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was fun.
All right.
But back to what I was saying is I'm posted back up there to see what I can get. I'm posted for a stupid number, and I haven't posted up yet. But what I have been doing is trying to trade my Z, which kind of brings me. I don't know if you have that other stuff I sent you,
I'm working on it.
but I'll kind of segment in to let everybody know what. I guess it's going to be Tim's rejection corner, or his Tim's Barter Town. So
How did we say? I'm sorry, I forgot.
That's right.
We're gonna do the ad first or the conversation
do the ad
first?
first, and then the picture will be the response.
Ah, okay.
So basically, there are three different and two are E30s. Well, we'll reveal it. So basically, I'm always scouring Facebook Marketplace for drift cars and other thing out there. So if I find something I really like, I say, hey, do you want to trade? So this was the one I saw recently, and if you can click on the description or you go through the pictures, just go through the pictures. So it's an E30, two-door E30, looks pretty clean. This is actually in Miami.
Hey.
The guy wants $14,000 for it, so I'm like, yeah, my car is worth about $14,000. So looking at it, okay, it looks pretty cool. The rim stance looks pretty nice, two-door. I like it. Feeling it pretty. I'm liking this. I'm like, hey, maybe he'll trade. So I send him an offer, but keep going through the pictures now.
Oh, it's got a K24.
It's got a K24 in it.
Hey, we're just talking about that.
And that's a swap that I've always wanted to do in the E30 was the K24 swap. So I'm like, maybe he'll trade for my Z,
Okay.
Is there any more pictures? I don't know if there's more
Oh, yeah,
pictures.
sorry.
Yeah, that's it. So it looks pretty good. Interiors, yeah, I can pull those seats out. No problem. Yeah, but I'll put different seats in there.
Okay.
Not too worried about it.
It's an E30. It's worth
It's
$1
an
million.
E30, right, exactly. So it's got,
Even though it doesn't have any glove box.
doesn't matter. Don't need that glove box. I don't wear gloves.
Where are you gonna put your registration papers?
Yeah, under the
his
seat.
his wallet.
In the trunk.
Okay. All right.
All right, look, it's dyno tuned, everything like that. Car looks pretty good.
All right.
You know,
Back to start.
and fingernails? No.
I love the dress.
Yeah, so basically,
K20 transmission, get track, 5-speed, 373 welded diff.
yep,
Good speed. Good speed.
Godspeed.
Godspeed.
Okay.
Coilovers.
Honda ECU. I mean,
it's a K swap.
it has the
E30.
goods.
Yeah, it has the goods. So slap an angle kit on it, and good to go.
right.
So I offered him the trade, and then if you click on the picture, you can. I mean, he was kind of actually polite.
Oh, it was?
And
Oh,
if-
that's
yeah, he was polite. So I was like, hey, trades, and he's like, what you got? And I sent him the pictures. Some pretty nice pictures of my car, I do say so myself.
Courtesy of Paul.
Courtesy of Paul. And no thanks, but I appreciate the offer. So that was rejection number 1.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna let that stop me. Right, I'm gonna keep going.
You're like that guy at the bar. That's
Yeah, I'm the
holding
guy. I'm the white guy at
hitting
the
on
bar.
anything that looks like
Yeah.
an E30.
I'm drunk before anybody gets to the club, and I'm the first one on the floor dancing. And yeah. So that's me.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So the next one, actually, this was actually the most recent one. So the next one that you're gonna pull up, I'm not sure which one you're gonna grab. I forget. I think it's another E30. Yep, there's another E30.
Good lord,
And I was like, hey, this guy wants $25,000 for it.
that's an LT one.
Yeah, I'll offer him my 350Z.
Good lord.
Yeah, I'll just
the
offer.
hell?
Yeah, my car is definitely
Tell me
not
you don't
worth
want
it.
the wheels.
But I said, what the heck, right? What's the worst he could do is say no, which he did. But that's an interesting build. It's turboed as well.
A 4-door Continental.
What?
These trades, a 4-door Continental, a C10 short bed. Have you tried going for some of the stuff they're looking for and trade?
Continental. He's not 4-door Continental, but he's not looking for he's looking for.
Why don't you try to trade a C10 for your car and then come back to him? And you're like the guy with the paper clip that traded up to a house.
Oh, I see. I
So
didn't think about that.
You're not thinking about it the right way. You need to
Oh.
find somebody that's got something wacky, like a C10 short bed.
And trade him my 350Z.
Trade him your 350Z,
and
'cause
then
that guy
trade this
really wants a
But then
350Z.
what if this guy says no? Then I'm stuck with a C10. Then I'm stuck with a C10. That wouldn't be cool. That wouldn't work out.
That'd be
The
cool
risk-
for Paul, I'll tell you
Yeah,
that
yeah.
much. What you got to do is work both deals at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the guy that wants. I want his E30. He wants your C10. I'll give you my 50Z. If he's willing to take your C10.
No,
Wait,
you send him pictures of that guy's C10. And you
Oh,
ask
Yes,
them,
I
yes,
see what you're
yes.
saying.
Yeah.
You want to trade this? And if the guy says, yeah, I want to trade.
Okay,
so
give me a week.
Give me a week. There you go, C10. Do you want my 350Z? No. I'm back to square one.
Okay.
Okay. So, and then, let's see his reply was trades. I'm working on a long list of rejections. It's a 350Z 2008. Is what's done to it? Well, most likely no. Well, I left the conversation with that. Yeah, I left the conversation.
26,000.
Yeah, I think he's asking way too much.
Yeah,
for
that's
it.
insane.
Yeah,
It's the wheels, or you
the
tell me you
wheels
don't want the
look
wheels
good on that car.
Yeah, but tell me you don't want the
too big.
wheels.
Well,
Is that an LT1 though? Go see more. What engine is that?
down to a little bit.
Seymour?
Seymour. I do
Walk around video. Hang on. LS 9 cams. LS 7 lifters.
That's a weird looking intake.
Doesn't say the block, right?
BTR intake manifold. Weird. It's okay. So it's an LS motor. It just looked like an LT1 intake plenum, but maybe that's weird.
Mhm.
Okay.
Alright. So that's rejection number 2.
Right.
Okay.
And the last one I thought actually had a shot, somewhat. Actually, I think the one I would have the shot of would be the K series one. That's the one I was closest
I
to.
don't
I think
know.
value what they're asking for. So this is one that
A sedan?
It's a sedan. It's 2002 BMW. It's 4-door, but it looks. The stance is nice. Got LS in it, right? Not
Interesting.
bad. It's got a kit. It's basically ready to go, ready to rock. I think it even has an angle. I think it has an angle kit on. I'm not sure. I have to look at the.
Why is it at the service shop of a BMW dealership?
Maybe he worked there.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
Good
but
argument.
It
Good
looks
argument.
pretty good. It's a drift car ready to go. right? I was like, oh, I could do that. That sounds like a good deal for me.
But it looks like he's in Ohio. You're willing to make that trip?
No, he does. He's in Tampa.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in Tampa. He's out of Tampa.
Okay, so we went through all the
Yeah,
photos.
so go to see more. Let's see what's done to it. It has the swapped E46 sedan. I can't
It's
read
an
that
iron
far.
block
2002 V8 swapped D46 sedan with an iron
So it's
6.0
with an avalanche motor.
T56.
Yeah.
F body T56 with
He wants 20
LS7
grand
clutch.
for that?
Yeah, I think he's a little.
That's nutsy.
Yeah.
Diamond Fab custom angle kit. So he bought a $600 angle kit. Who the hell's Diamond Fab?
I don't know.
I gotta look this up.
Front and rear subframe are
Sounds like
reinforced.
somebody that bought Sean Love's kit and copied it.
Probably.
Car rips and has been together for 5+ years. Car was bought by me as a shell and began its life as an LS car shortly after. I don't use it nearly enough. Clean title, ready to go.
Well,
Okay.
so I offered him to trade as well.
What was it called? Diamond Fab?
Yeah.
Diamond Fab.
Diamond Fab. Never heard of that.
Wonder.
Well, how would you even find that? It's probably eBay.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Probably an eBay.
I mean,
kit.
I'm curious if it shines bright like a diamond.
It's a good question.
All right. Okay. So,
Yeah, it's a freaking $800 full lock kit.
Okay, trades 08 350Z. No, thanks.
Straight to the point.
Straight to the point. But I think he's asking too much for that car. I don't think it's worth 19 or 20. I think it's probably worth like 14. Because that car itself, the car is like worth $2,000.
Okay.
The E46 shell, that car's worth $3,000 running, right?
Right.
So it's, and the LS swap isn't worth 15 grand. And he doesn't have like a wise fight. You know what I'm saying? It's not he's not like the best of the best stuff that's done to this thing.
Right.
And it's not even like an aluminum block V8. It's like you said, it's out of an avalanche. So I think he's way overpriced on what he's asking for.
Well, Tim, I bring good news.
Oh, what's that?
Okay. I believe you won't need to settle for any of these contenders,
Oh, okay.
right?
Okay.
A solution has been brought forth.
Oh, really?
Yes, in the chat by none other than Mr. Brian Sturman.
Oh, really?
Who writes,
He'll trade you.
yeah,
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Oh, yeah.
that'd be interesting.
Wait, you didn't finish what you're saying.
That was it. He said he'll trade you.
Oh, he's lying.
No, yeah, right.
If he's serious, though.
No, actually, no. I take maybe he'll trade you the bike, not the E30.
Yeah, he did a mini bike.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I got to run. We got to run. He got the Ghost engine in it.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, actually, I went to Harbor Freight the other day, and it comes with a wannabe Makuni on it.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I got to get the Makuni. But yeah, we got to line it up. I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna actually, because I'm gonna be driving. I'm gonna be driving my truck up to the next round of Klutch Kickers.
Oh, okay.
Why are you driving your truck?
my bike because Leslie to come.
Oh, okay.
Family.
Yeah, family time.
That's another one of those
Hashtag family.
Family time.
And family
Yep.
things.
Yep. We got a travel grill now.
Mm-hmm.
So she can help us out.
The grill?
Yeah, I got a travel grill, so we can cook.
You,
we can
you
cook our own
don't
food.
need it though. You got Savio.
We do have Savio, but we have it. So if we change our mind. Oh, did you ever find out about the booth?
I haven't spoken to them.
Okay.
I've been trying to like schedule time, but then our schedules haven't aligned yet.
All right, so we'll figure that out.
So,
Anyways,
yeah, it'll come around.
so these are the rejection, and I guess the last thing I have is I've got some secret footage, some secret pictures of Randy Noah's new engine.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so he's gonna find them. So I was able to pull these. I think he posted them up and he pulled them down really quickly before he realized. I think he didn't mean to post these.
Oh, okay.
Wait, is it Paul? Is this the one that you sent me
No.
from Pandemonium Drifting?
Yeah, that's one I sent
that's
you.
one of them. That's not the picture that's not the official picture. But if you want to post that one first, so we get an idea.
Okay.
Of
All right.
what we're gonna do, and then I'll show you the actual posts that Randy posted up and then took down immediately.
Oh,
I was,
wow,
able, I was able to screenshot them.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, I was able to screenshot. I've been watching and trying to get a clue on what kind of motor he's put in it because he was very adamant about not telling anybody.
You got a lot of time in your hands.
I do too much. I was driving a lot, so
Oh, that makes sense.
I just have Randy's page on refresh.
Okay. And
Okay, so this is
here we go.
So that's a picture that kind of you can't really see what's
Well,
in
zoom
there.
in on that sucker.
Yeah, let's zoom in. Let's see. If
I see a turbo.
Yeah. Well, we know they're turbo.
So it's
we know
turbocharged.
he's double wastegated or something. He
It's got a
posted.
lot of freaking pipes on it.
Yeah, a lot of pipes on it.
Zoom in more into the
yeah.
motor.
Yeah,
On his
the
nipples.
motor. I thought you wanted me to zoom into like to
his
Randy.
nipples. His nipples.
the nipple. Yeah. Okay, so a lot of pipes going on
his
there.
turbo's yellow. for
So,
some
yellow
reason.
turbo. Okay. So that you can't really see, but I was able to capture.
Looks like he's got a white angle kit.
Oh yeah, it's definitely white. Looks like
What's
Sean
with all
Love's
the
kit.
secrecy? I don't get
Well,
it.
so Sean Love will powder coat whatever cover you want. That's what
Okay.
mine are red.
It's rear sump.
Okay.
And a rear
Well,
sump.
click on. I actually have a picture of the motor. So
Oh, really?
yeah, it's leaked. It's
I
leaked.
gotta
It's
find
leaked
it.
footage.
Oh,
Leaked
there it is.
footage.
Okay.
Oh.
Leaked footage.
Okay.
footage
Which one?
or-
You sent me 2 photos.
Okay, so the one in the garage with the motor in the garage because
Just by itself.
just by itself.
Okay.
Click that
All
one
right,
first.
that
And see if
okay.
people. I don't know if I put the name of the motor on it there. I'm sorry. I don't know if Randy put the name of the motor on it there. So see if we post up. See if people can guess what it is.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Here we go. Oh,
That's in his garage.
It needs enhancement.
That's a
Hang on.
screenshot. Yeah, I had to take a screenshot of it. That's in his garage. What motor is
Oh,
that?
what is that thing?
Yeah. See, like you said, the turbo's on the left hand
Oh,
side.
yeah, you're
What
right.
strange alien creature is this?
Oh, looks like he's
Does
got
anybody
blur.
know? Does
They got-
anybody know? I'm curious.
I don't know.
So that was a
Let's see in
picture
the
from.
chat.
Like a blur
Hang on.
feature on that.
Well, you know, I was driving and my screenshot. If I shake the phone, it blurs the shot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So I didn't allow the screenshot to focus well. So
he took
that's
these-
that's
he took
his
these
motor.
pictures down right away.
Do you know what motor that is?
Does anybody know?
Do you know what motor
in the
that is?
chat? Heck no. Like I barely even know.
I can't see through the blur. It looks
It's an
like
iconic motor. It's one of the most iconic motors in one of the most iconic cars.
I don't even know how to distinguish like LS1s and LS7s and LSXs
He only
and,
knows
and
JZs.
LSAs
Right.
and
I will-
LS this and that.
Right. So I will say this is an American motor. Okay.
Is it?
Yes, it's an American motor.
How do you even know? Like it's just
I
look,
researched
it
it.
looks like a
it looks like-
blob.
it
Well,
looks
his
like a-
next post.
It looks like a chrome blob.
He says.
Yes.
He said. Go to the next picture. He says what it is.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
He made a meme and I just I was able to screenshot. I don't think he meant to post these pictures up. He took them down right away. Yeah. So
Okay,
so you
and
don't know what that
let's
is?
go ahead and I guess make the reveal. And we I mean, I guess
This is
we're
a
allowed to
reveal.
do this
Well, I'm
considering
not
how.
asking him. I'm just doing it. This is a
Oh,
reveal.
you're doing it. I
I'm
mean,
doing
it's
it.
out in the public. Once
Yeah.
it goes on the internet, that's it. It's
And he
basically
hasn't texted
public
me or called
domain.
me, so it's free game. He didn't. He called.
He's
you
not
know,
watching.
Well, I guess it's his loss. So you
right,
guys
well-
know Randy Noah.
I mean, it's there. It's
You can
ready
tag
to
him in
get.
it, and if
Once I
this-
let go of the mouse, that's it.
Let it go. Let it go.
All right, and damn it, I wish I had the drum roll. Would have been good to have a drum roll.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know what? I have an applause.
Yeah.
Once
Okay, go ahead.
yeah. And that's it. Bam.
Oh.
Yeah, there it is. A GNX.
Oh, wow.
See, he's there with his motor. He's hugging it. He's in the picture. New motor. This is actual footage
That's
of
funny.
Randy Noah. And he's
What?
hugging the motor. He's
Junk?
hugging it. That's what the car was before, and now he's got the motor. What's gonna have in it?
Oh,
So-
he's got his arms wrapped around.
yeah, he's
it,
got
I
his arm
see.
wrapped around it. Yeah,
That's
he looks
interesting.
happy. He looks
How
happy.
he like broke Instagram because he went
Yeah.
past the little.
Yeah. Well,
like
that's a new
part,
feature.
like-
That's a
interesting.
filter. That's a filter.
Oh,
Yeah.
new.
It's pretty cool. GNX.
New
He's going
motor.
with the GNX.
What's
you know
a
what
GNX?
So you know what a GNX is?
No, what the hell's a GNX?
Nothing's making sense.
It's a Buick
What's a Buick? Buick what?
Grand National.
Oh, he's
I thought
got
you were gonna
the,
say like a Regal or something.
Well, that is a
it
Regal.
is real Buick Grand National.
oh,
is
Regal
real.
okay.
Grand National.
Sorry,
So
I
he-
thought like Enclave or something.
So he took a Grand National motor, which is GNX, and he put it into his E46.
So the twin
that's a
turbo,
single turbo.
Oh, I thought they were twin turbo. Okay, so single turbo V6.
Yes.
Ah, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Why would he do that?
That's an amazing motor.
Is it?
Yeah, and it's
Oh,
different.
it's good.
It's a
It's a
there's,
good motor.
there's legends that have been written about that particular engine.
Hmm.
Yes. Yes.
Where can you find one? It'd be very hard to get.
It was very hard to get. I mean, he's been working hard.
That's why
you
he's
know?
hugging it.
That's why he's hugging it. He loves it.
Interesting.
So Randy
But
Noah.
even
But
in
I,
suit.
I worry about parts availability. I mean, it's
Oh, it's got huge parts. There's still a lot of parts out there because it's
Maybe
such
it never breaks, so you don't have to worry about parts.
I don't think it does break.
okay.
Have you ever
And
seen
they-
Grand National on the side of the road? No.
No.
That's a good point.
Seen a lot of cars on the side of the road. Never seen a
You
Grand
see a
National.
lot of Grand Nationals do wheelies.
Yep,
Lots
a lot
of
of
them.
That's true.
So that's Randy Noah's going with the Grand National GNX.
Oh, okay, interesting. Well,
But
sorry,
when-
Randy, that your secret's out, but we had to do it. We had
But
to hear you
the
heard it here
question
first.
is, when will the car be ready?
Well,
What event will
looks
the
like he's
car be
welding
ready
something
for?
together right now.
The motor's on the lift. This is like I said, this is just his announcement. The motor type he's using, and that's why I think he took it down prematurely, or he put it up prematurely. Took it right down.
Oh,
It's definitely official because look, it has his
had
name.
94 likes already. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's right. I mean, he has like 14,000 followers.
Okay.
So there's at least 94 other people that knew about it. At least.
Yeah. But he's probably paid them off to keep it quiet. But I haven't received any money yet, so I'm telling the world.
Interesting.
Oh boy, Tim, you've gone rogue.
I have gone rogue.
You're not good at keeping secrets.
Not good at keeping
No.
secrets.
Okay.
That would be
he-
something if
Yeah, what if I'm right?
Well, you just said you are right. What are you talking
I mean,
about?
yes,
you,
I'm
you
right.
have,
Right,
you
that's
have
right.
the exclusive.
What if he really gets upset?
This is an exclusive.
Honestly, that's a motor that I've always wanted to see in a drift car. That's why I thought it was so great to see.
Mm.
This is something nobody's ever done, and it's a proven motor. Like you said, parts may be a little difficult, but
Right.
the motor is definitely something that's known to put a lot of horsepower down.
Yeah.
It's the same motor
I've
that's
heard
in the
stories.
Cyclone in too, isn't it? So,
Yeah,
same
same
motor's
motor.
in the Cyclone, and the
Cyclone
Typhoon.
Typhoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And those freaking cars are monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't see those every day.
No,
No.
you don't. We had a neighbor that
We had
had
a
one,
neighbor one had one.
and that was one of the fastest cars I've ever been in.
No, that's a cool guy.
He
was
was
a nut.
out of his mind.
It was a
Oh.
nut.
We call him Scary Larry.
Yeah. Yeah. See, man, Scary Larry's truck.
He's got problems. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Scary
All
Larry.
right. All right. Well, I mean,
Scary Larry.
Scary Larry.
I hope he's doing better now.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
so.
he
I
lives
don't know. I
He
think
lives
he's-
with his mom.
is he dead?
I don't know.
No, Tim, don't go dark.
No, I mean he was.
There's
well, I
no
don't
need
know.
to go dark. Come on, Tim.
I was just-
He
I
was a
thought- I'm
heavy
asking
drug
you.
user.
He was.
Okay.
What?
All right. Well,
Anyhow,
I mean that
Anyway,
sounds like a
that's where-
personal
that's where Randy got his
problem,
motor.
That's where
Okay,
Randy got-
all
yeah,
right.
So Randy's
We got
got
him a
his new
deal on it.
motor. He's running a GNX.
Wait, you're saying that he got the motor from Scary Larry?
Yeah, the drug
Possibly.
addict, dead guy.
Yeah.
Gosh, please stop.
Okay. So anyhow,
All right.
so that's the news is out.
There's that.
Yep.
Yeah, and
It's out
then
there.
Man, it's kind of weird to hug a motor with like a suit on. But
He was
motor
taking.
with
It
a
was on a
suit?
date.
hug a motor
He's
with
getting
a suit
close
on.
with.
Yeah.
You have to. That part of prepping the motor before you put the.
Is it hug it?
You lay with it.
Oh, you lay with it.
You lay
Oh,
with
that's
it.
you lay with
Yes, I laid with my motor.
it. That's how you warm it up?
You take it on a date. You don't just put it in
I
your.
laid with my
You don't
motor.
just throw it right in your car. You gotta
That's how you break it in?
elope. Or court. You gotta court the motor.
Quart them.
Yeah.
You mean to put a quart of oil in
Do you
it?
have to
Well,
sign
that's it.
paperwork?
Several courts. No paperwork.
No paperwork. All right. Okay. One last thing I wanted to just mention. This is a small news item since we're talking news. Let me go ahead and pull this up. And for those of you who don't know, Toyota announced that the Toyota Supra or the BMW's Supra, whatever you want to call it,
Supra.
is going to be offered with a manual transmission. Now, this is not the 4-cylinder. This will be available for the 6-cylinder.
Ah, okay.
Oh, wow.
And as you can see, there's street pedals there.
Tell
That's
you what, that transmission is going to probably be a freaking monster. So we have to harvest that thing.
right. I think if I don't, I mean,
They're
it's been
really
a while
growing
back.
on me. I'm really starting to like that car
Yeah.
more and more.
If you could if you have if somebody could come with a kit that's smooth, takes out all the vents.
I don't know the one I didn't get a long look at it, but the one that drove by me today as I was going through Tampa, it was nice. I mean, he had it lowered. I could tell just looking at it in the rear view. I mean, I knew it was a Supra, but it looked freaking mean. As hell.
But Tim,
it was like the olive
let's
drop.
be real
What?
here. Let's be frank.
Oh, be
Part
frank.
of the reason of your attraction to it is it's a BMW, so that's why
And it's
you're
a Z.
like, yeah,
and it's a Z.
And
it's a Z. You had
It's like-
one,
and it's a Toyota.
And
It's like all the best things in the world.
yeah, right.
the BMW, it's
Wow.
a Z, it's a
It's like a
Supra.
turducken. That's a BMW with Toyota inside of a Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
I like the pedals. Those are cool.
Yep.
Looks like-
you're getting 3 pedals.
It looks like Thor's pedals.
I don't really recall I think it's wait.
ZF.
No, the ZF A-spit automatic. But I do believe they mentioned it was going to be a ZF transmission.
Well, if the automatic's a ZF, I'm sure the manual will be ZF.
And then for you to be able to distinguish that it's a manual transmission, what stands out to you here on this image?
A red Supra.
Correct, sir. Your keen eye has led you to victory because the manual transmission Toyota Supras will have a red red Supra emblem.
Oh, really?
On the back of the vehicle.
Interesting.
I wonder how many of the regular Super guys are going to order the red or paint their
course.
They're going to paint it red.
Yeah, they gotta just get some,
painting the Supras red. We're painting the Supras red.
I just did a manual swap. What'd you do? Painted the emblem red.
Oh, man.
Nobody will know. They'll never figure it out.
Yeah, right.
That's interesting.
But yeah, I don't know when it's gonna be going on sale, but it's gonna come out. But hey, it's out there, and many suspect that the reason for it is due to response for what their competitor's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The competitor being Nissan with their Z.
You know what? Screw that car, though. Get the freaking new FRS or BR, whatever the hell it is called, the Gr86 with that body kit that, what's his name has, that Kengushi has on.
Right.
That thing looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that car?
No.
Look up Ken Gushi's car while I talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Basically, so it's the Gr86, the new style with the headlights and all that, and the rear tail lights.
The one that we were ragging on.
The one we were ragging on, but it's got this like the thing about I fell in love with about the Volvo, that it has these square arches, wheel arches.
You mean like my truck?
Yeah, it's like your truck. So they did that to the new Gr86. And it looks phenomenal.
Wheel arches?
Yeah,
Really?
watch. Look.
Which one? Oh,
Right
I
there,
guess this
boom.
one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and you like that?
Yeah, I think it looks freaking awesome.
Oh, but is that how the car comes, or that's what the kit looks
No,
like?
that's what the kit looks
That's what
like.
the
I think that's what the kit looks like. I don't think it comes.
But the back isn't square, just the
No,
front.
the back is square too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's squared. It's not square. It's just square. Still looks like a Civic from the back, but
It does look like a Civic.
go to the one where he's at the line.
That one?
No, go
He's
back.
on the line.
Go back out. You go down to the right. Oh, yeah, there you go. It looks really good.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with you.
I think it looks really good.
I don't know if I like the squared arch. Yeah, I see the back is squared. Yeah.
I like it. I fell in love with the car. I really like the way the car. I mean, the livery kills it for me, but the car before the livery looked really good.
Paul, I have something for you. You just reminded me of another news item, and
Well, I'll talk about this too. So Dai Yoshihara took his old FRS or BRZ, whatever the hell it was, and chopped the front off of it, and did like a whole tube front, and came up with like a custom front end for it and all this other craziness, and put like a crazy motor in it, and made like a completely illegal drift car, and he's driving it around. Thing looks insane.
Completely. What do you mean by legal?
Illegal. Like
Oh,
it wouldn't
illegal.
you wouldn't be able to use it in like Formula Drift because he took the whole entire front end off.
Like using clutch kickers.
You could.
Huh?
Yeah.
That'd be
But
interesting.
and then he put the whole entire new Gr86 front end on it, and the rear end on it.
Okay, so what's your news, Ben?
hang on.
Oh my god. The Gr86 Drift.
Oh, that's like they
No.
took Frederick Asbo's old livery and put it on the car.
A budget friendly Gr86 series.
Aren't they budget friendly to begin with?
No. It's a racing series that's only Gr86s. So it's like a
GR86 spec class?
It's like a spec Gr86.
Huh.
But it's a special edition that you probably buy that's already set up, right?
Yes.
Ah, see, that's sweet, actually.
So you just
You
buy the car. How much
and
is
you
it?
can get into the series.
Pricing hasn't been released yet,
Of course not.
but
it looks
this
like-
is a spec series, and yeah, like Paul mentioned.
Full roll cage.
So you had to buy the car to compete. Well,
Interesting. It's got
But
Lexan.
I mean, I like the idea because everybody's on running the same car.
exactly.
Same car.
Wow.
Exactly same car.
Ah,
Ah, yeah.
I see what you did there.
There we go.
Okay. Well, that's interesting, and it kind of like, hey, maybe we could use these cars for the spec series you're talking about.
I was thinking about
Hey,
that.
Timmy.
You could do, a grip class, and you could do a drift class.
A Gr86
Right.
cup car.
yeah,
Interesting.
it could work out.
It could work out. I would really like to see that. Because that
Maybe.
really would. I would just, even if it was just like one event, you just get all the bet. Like you pick like 16 pro drivers,
Mhm.
and you give them all the same car, and just make it like you know how they do like these one-off competitions, like the Red Bull does one.
Right.
Just do it with all of the same cars, like a celebrity drift battle or something like that. And you'd have these guys go out there and they drift, but they all got to use the same car. That'd be fun.
That would be.
You had to be a lot of money behind it, but Toyota could do it.
I mean, if there's doing a Cup Series,
Yeah, why not?
they, just do a couple of minor changes and bam, add a steering angle kit.
That's all you really need to do, right? I mean, they has probably, I'm sure it has adjustable suspension because it's a race car.
Right.
So it's just changing the settings, but that will be on the team. The team can make their own settings, their camber, their toe, and everything like that. Just add the same angle kit to every car.
Yep.
And call it a day.
And talking about calling it a day, let's go ahead and wrap
Call it
up. I do want to mention, again, June 24th to 26th, Klutch Kickers. July 23rd, Pro-Am happening at Sebring International Raceway, U.S. Drift Circuit. Orlando Speed World, OSW Drift is hosting a Learner's Day After Dark event this Saturday. Be sure to check out their Instagram for all the details, OSW Drift. Or if you just want to go, hang out. I mean, it's great. Great fun.
Yeah.
There's that. Drift HQ is having their 4th of July
That's
event
right.
at Hotlanta.
Oh my God, it's already back. I can't
Yeah.
believe how.
Yeah.
Good
So
Lord, it's already. Oh,
they're gonna be
jeez.
live streaming that too, so you guys can watch that.
So how do you do that event? How do you sign up for that?
They just posted up
the
the
invite only?
advertisement for it. It's at Atlanta
It's-
Motor Speedway. I think Atlanta Motor Speedway, Atlanta something.
Motorsports Park. I
Motorsports
think?
Park. Yeah, I think you're right. Motorsports Park. They just posted up a flyer either today or yesterday.
Let me see if I could just pull it up right fast.
There it is right there.
There it is. Okay. Let me just cue this up. Well, bam. There you go.
All right.
4th of July, Atlanta Motorsports Park. Ride-alongs, food trucks,
Car
show
show.
cars, vendors, food trucks. Who needs a food truck when you got Savio?
I know. Well, he'll be working. Won't be able to cook.
Right. Okay, good. Good point. Monday, July 4th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Huh. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Good fun.
It's a Monday. Not
Yeah, Monday.
well, everybody has
Monday?
Monday off, so it doesn't
Oh.
matter. Most people have 4th of July off.
Right.
Yeah, but not to go up to freaking Georgia.
Well, but you can go up there. It's just coming back, so you can go up there Saturday
Yeah.
and then drift Monday, and then come back on Tuesday.
It's too fast of a course.
Is it really?
It's a really fast course.
Yeah, it's a big track.
Hmm.
Well, catch the live stream if you have time.
Was it this there last year?
Same place last year.
Oh, okay.
place,
Yeah, that
same
is a really
thing.
fast course. Yeah, real
Yeah.
shallow, long, shallow.
Yeah,
turns.
you gotta be going freaking fast.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm.
And let's see. And I think that's it in regards to what's the general vicinity
Mhm.
that's at. I think Riverside Drift is having an event, but I don't know all of the details there. So basically, there's a lot of events happening coming up. So be sure to follow along to their social media channels to get more information. In the meantime, we'll be signing off. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
Mhm.
Hopefully, with no issues. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Check the calendar, Paul, because we mentioned earlier 2 weeks. Maybe is the
Yes.
Oh yeah, we may not be
2
back in
weeks.
2 weeks because we'll be
2
up.
weeks is Klutch Kickers.
Klutch
is it?
Kickers.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
2
So
weeks is
then
Klutch Kickers. So.
We'll probably go back. We'll do it the week after that, maybe.
the week after that,
Yeah.
maybe like 3 weeks. Okay. So
yeah.
then
So
2 weeks from now,
July 1st.
July 1st,
Yep.
possibly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tentative.
July 1st. Something's July 1st. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right.
So in that case, catch us 2 weeks from now. Not
Oh.
here, but at
Well,
the
this
Klutch
Klutch
Kickers
Kickers,
yeah.
$100,000 Drift Series Round 2 live stream. Baldeagle.com. Check that out.
Yep. Brian, bring your mini bike. We're gonna run.
I gotta build mine.
We're gonna line it up.
I build mine. We should race all
You
three.
better hurry up.
Yeah. Frick.
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 I'm gonna need to get my own mini bike so that way I could, pick you guys up after you've fallen. You damn fools. Crazy. All right,
right.
folks. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good night. See you around.